Let's be honest, nobody really loves paying taxes. We see it as this thing we just have to do. But what if we looked at it differently? What if we saw taxes as the very engine that powers the entire country? Well, today we're going to pop the hood and see how it all works. It's a question we've all asked, right? You see that money disappear from your payslip and you think, okay, where is that actually going? What is it doing? It can feel like a bit of a black box. So today, we're going to connect the dots and uncover the real master plan behind Malaysia's tax system.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with the big why. Why taxes even exist. Then we'll get into the government strategy. We'll look at how taxes are used to actually shape society, see how they build the country in very real ways, and then we'll wrap it all up with the one big takeaway you'll want to remember.
Okay, let's start at square one. Why do we even have taxes in the first place? Well, there's a famous saying that taxes are the price we pay for a civilized society. And when you break it down, that's really what it's all about. Here's the textbook definition. And yeah, we all know the first part, compulsory payment. Got it. But the second part, that's where the magic is. It's to finance public expenditures and achieve national objectives. It's not just about collecting cash, it's about getting the resources to actually build and run a nation. And here's what that looks like in the real world. Think about your day so far. The road you drove on, the public school your kids might go to, the hospitals we rely on when we're sick, the security that keeps us all safe. Yep, all of that is made possible by our collective tax contributions. It's literally the foundation we all stand on.
All right, so we've covered the why. Now, let's dive into the how. What is the government's master plan for all of this money?
First things first, and this won't surprise you. The main goal is to generate revenue. You just can't run a country on an empty tank, right? This is the most basic, fundamental reason for taxes, to get the funds needed to keep the lights on and the country moving forward. So where does all this cash come from? Well, the biggest chunks of the pie, as you can see, are from individual income tax, that's most of us, and corporate taxes from businesses. But there are also huge contributions from key sectors like petroleum and, of course, the sales and service tax, the SST, that we all pay on different goods and services every day. But it's not just about paying today's bills. This revenue is also the seed money for tomorrow. It's what funds these massive long-term national plans, like the 13th Malaysia Plan, which is all about boosting our infrastructure, our education system, and our digital economy. It's an investment in the future. Now, this is where things get really clever. Because beyond just raising money, taxes are an incredibly powerful tool for actually shaping the economy and, even our social fabric. Think of the economy like a car. Sometimes it's going too fast and overheating. That's inflation. Other times it's sluggish and won't get going. That's deflation. Taxes are like the gas pedal and the brake. If things get too hot, higher taxes can cool down spending. If the economy is stalling, tax cuts can encourage people and businesses to spend more, getting the engine running again. Another huge goal is simply fairness. In any economy, you're going to have gaps between the rich and the poor. The tax system is one of the main ways a government can try to balance that out and build a more equitable society. And in Malaysia, we do that with what's called a progressive system. The logic is actually pretty simple. Step 1, the more you earn, the higher the percentage of your income you contribute. Step 2, all that money goes into a central pot that funds public services for everyone. Step 3, this whole process helps to reduce that wealth gap and provides a crucial safety net for lower income groups.
The government also uses taxes to send us little signals, to kind of nudge us in certain directions. So they'll slap higher taxes or excise duties on things like cigarettes to discourage smoking. But on the flip side, they'll offer tax breaks to encourage things they do want, like investing in green technology. Or think about EPF deductions. That's a tax incentive designed to get us to save for our retirement. It's all about guiding behavior. Okay, so we've gone through the theory, but what does this look like on the ground? How does all of this tax money physically build the Malaysia we live in? Well, a massive part of it is about creating a healthy environment for businesses. Using tax incentives, the government can encourage foreign companies to invest here, it can help small and medium-sized businesses grow, and it can boost industries that sell Malaysian products to the world. And when businesses do well, what happens? They create jobs for all of us. And of course, it all comes back to this. This is the heart of it, the funding for the services that directly touch our lives every single day. We're talking about our public healthcare system, our schools, programs for affordable housing, and building better public transport. This is what tax revenue makes possible.
This quote really just nails it. It's not some side activity. It is a key tool for managing the entire economy. It's not just an entry on a spreadsheet. It's one of the main steering wheels that government uses to guide the entire nation.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's bring this all home and lock in the final, most important takeaway.
This table basically shows you the whole system at a glance. You can draw a straight line from the objective, like say income redistribution, to the tool they use, which is our progressive tax system, all the way to the outcome, which is to reduce inequality. Or look at resource allocation. The goal is to influence our behavior, and the tool is excise taxes. It shows how every single piece is designed with a specific purpose in mind.
So if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Taxation is so much more than just collecting money. It's a dynamic, powerful tool that's used to manage the economy, to drive the development of the nation, and to try and build a fairer society for every single one of us.
And that leaves me with a final thought for you. Now that you see how taxes can be used to shape a country, here's a question. If you could create one brand new tax, not just to raise money, but to encourage one specific positive change, what would it be? And what would you hope to achieve? It's a pretty interesting thing to think about.